what's going on, guys? Battle Nations Emperor here, back today with another video. And today, guys, we have a very special episode. We have a tier list, and in and of itself, a very special tier list. This is every single aircraft and air unit to ever have existed in Battle Nations ranked in a tier list. So, of course, for anybody new here, or maybe just needs a refresher, in Battle Nations, aircraft is an extremely rare unit type. It is normally exclusively earned through ball strikes, an event type which is exclusive to guilds, which will be coming back in the next few major updates to Battle Nations. Of course, we need to get guilds back, which for anybody new is just basically, if you've ever played Clash of Clans or Clash Royale, think of their clans. This is basically that. That's what guilds are, just groups, if you will. And yeah, already multiple groups have formed on Discord and a few on Reddit and various other places Battle Nation community meets. Of course, if you need a group, please consider joining the Empire, linked in the description down below. We have competitive and casual options, so if you need a guild, whether you're a maxed out play every day or just somebody looking to have fun and grow a little bit, there's an option for you within the Empire. And with all that being said, yeah, that's pretty much all there is really to it when it comes to aircraft. They're earned primarily through ball strikes, but there are a few exceptions. Of course, they are listed here, and we will get to them eventually. But yeah, without any further ado, let's jump right into it. Starting off with trying to decide if I want to go front a list or just, you know what, we'll go ahead and read it down the list. So I have the wiki here pulled up with me too, and we'll go ahead and just do the wiki. And it has the first air unit listed as the Skybus, official name AD7 Bigfoot Skybus. And I'm going to go ahead and place him solid A tier. He is super good. He has a great design. Honestly, if we're going off design, he might even be S tier. But even off power, he's very strong. He has some good armor, good HP. And honestly, I like bro. I think he's chilling. I think he could be a little bit more beefed up, maybe a little bit more damage. But overall, a fantastic unit and a great way to start off this list. Continuing right along, oh, this is a lovely one. We have the Aero Jetpack Trooper. Now, this might be controversial, but I'm just going to go ahead and do it. S tier. I'm sorry, he's that good. Legitimately, he is amazing. He is a promo unit, unlike pretty much every other unit here. You could have bought him during a ball strike, and of course he came back for a few secret vaults and various other promos, so he wasn't limited edition, even though he was introduced as such. Nevertheless, though, he's an amazing unit. You can get as many as you want of him, of course, if you had enough nanopods, of course. And he is certainly worth it, even though he's a bit more pricey being a premium unit. Certainly worth it. Did high damage, had good defense, and honestly, just a fantastic unit overall. One of the best explosive dealers in the game, and definitely earns his spot at S tier. Continuing right along, we have the attack drone, and honestly, and this might be controversial, I could put him at C, but again, I'm going to put him at B. Yes, I know he has low HP, and yes, I know he has one single attack, but it's a pretty good attack. It's just a small, simple attack. Basically, think the Mortar Strike, a small explosive that does that exact same pattern, but pretty much just a bit more powerful. He's a good air unit with, basic HP. And I mean, he's all right. He's kind of, you do get multiple of him in multiple ball strikes. And he's kind of like the Naval Trooper in that aspect, where the Naval Trooper was a limited edition ball strike of one unit as well. But since he was, a little bit weaker than some of the others, they let you get 3 of him, which, I think they should do for weaker craft. And I think for something like this, which, is a perfect example of a weaker craft, the drone, I mean, literally, he's just a regular cartoon version of an attack drone. And I think that's perfect, If you want to give out 3, maybe even nerf it to 2, I think that's perfect, Maybe you don't have to give out a plane. For tier 3, you don't want to make a plane terrible like the Hurricane, right? You want to make it decent. And in that opinion, I mean, bruh, you need to have, something like the attack drone here. And, you can't give out 2 Hurricanes, but you can certainly give out 2 attack drones. So with all that being said, again, I'm going to put him at B tier, just accounting for where you get him, how you get him, and how versatile he is. Continuing right along, we have the Shadow Wasp. Ooh. The Shadow Wasp, I gotta be honest. Full stop. A tier. Honest, I could even go S tier, but I'm gonna go high A tier. First place A tier for now. He is good. He has an amazing attack. He has very good armor. He has very good stealth. And if we were going off aura, Oh my goodness, easy S tier. He looks slick, he looks futuristic, he looks high tech. He looks dangerous, and he is dangerous. And as you probably could have guessed, he was a previous tier 10, and certainly deserving of it because, again, he just looks so freaking cool. He does great damage, again, has good armor HP, but yeah, easy first place A tier for now, in my opinion. And following right up, we have his clone, and his clone is going to go... Ooh, they are slightly different, but I'm going to put the clone right behind him. One in aura, because, I mean, I just think the jet blue just looks even better than this right here. But also in power, you know, they are slightly different in power, pretty much the exact same, though, like a few different attack moves, slight differences like that, but yeah, pretty much everything else is the same. Both still amazing units. If you're able to grab either one in the OG Battle Nations, congrats. And if you have either chance to get one of the new Battle Nations, certainly go for it. Both are deserving to be tier 10 aircraft, in my opinion. Speaking of tier 10 aircraft, let's talk about the guy who's next on the wiki and next on this list. And that, of course, is the Boar 10. S tier. First place S tier. Easy. Are you kidding me? This guy is amazing, hands down. Literally everything. He's the full package. S tier aura. S tier defense HP armor. S tier attacks. S tier just look. I mean, bro is just amazing. I love the Wild Boar. It is beautiful, and it is an easy S tier for me. Like, just the ideal. When I think Battle Nations tier 10 aircraft, peak, I think the Wild 10 Boar. Or, I'm sorry, let me make sure I say this right. It deserves it. The B10 Wild Boar, as I like to just shorthand it, the Wild Boar. And speaking of legends, let's go ahead and put another one there. The Wild Boar 2, or again, the official name of it, the B10C Boar 2. So again, also just affectionately known as the Boar 2. Same thing, just like the OG, with a little bit weaker, but bro, it's a model of a fantastic unit, which is just ever so slightly nerfed. And it's like, imagine if they made a new unit, right, and it was just the Wimp, but he was nerfed 10%. It's like, okay, yeah, he's not as good as the Wimp, obviously, but he's still the freaking Wimp, you know what I mean? Like, you know, if everything else is the same, it's just stats were nerfed 10%. That's pretty much what the Wild Boar 2 is. It has slightly less HP, slightly less attack, but it trades up for that, as in it's still the freaking Boar 2. Of course, it was given later, and I think this is how limited edition aircraft should be done. I think, you know, people who were there for the first Wild Boar should have, you know, that to flex, the OG Wild Boar, but then people, you know, who still want a Boar, well, they can get the Boar too. And, you know, it has a different paint job. It looks different. It's slightly weaker, but not really that much. So, yeah, I think that's a perfect example to follow. I love both of these aircraft so much. Both of them are easy first place S tiers for right now. Continuing right along, we have the Snake 1, or also known as the BC1 Snake. And honestly, oh, this might be controversial, but first place B. He's not bad. He is not bad at all. But of course, being a helicopter, there's a little bit, you know, less power there. He has okay attacks, and he has okay, you know, HP and whatnot. But it's just a helicopter, slightly drawn back. He is definitely better than the attack drone. He definitely goes in front of the attack drone. But just meh. Same thing with his follow-up. The BC3 Cobra, which is basically just the BC1 Snake. The Cobra just tries to copy the Snake, basically doing what the C-Boar 2 does for the Wild Boar, as we covered right before this one, except, in my opinion, doing a worse job. Still, though, an alright helicopter. If you have it, are you going to be complaining? In my opinion, nah. If you get the chance to get it, certainly do. It's a great aircraft. And continuing right along, we have another beauty. We have the C-17 Winged Mammoth. And honestly, last place A tier. I can't put this bro in B tier. He's too versatile. Not only does he have much better HP and armor, he also just has great attacks. I mean, he has a drop off. As you see, he has little miniguns there. He's just amazing. He's beautiful. He's not the best, so again, I can't put him really any higher. He was normally, he was used in multiple boss strikes, as most of these aircraft were, but he was normally used as a tier 7. And yeah, absolutely love the Winged Mammoth, think he's iconic, beautiful, and he's an A tier for me. Ooh, though, this one is where it gets big. We have an absolute hood classic, gentlemen. We have the Hellfire. And all I can really say to the Hellfire is you punched above your weight, brother. You punched well above your weight. I can't put you in B. I can't even put you back to your V. I'm going to put you right behind the Skybus, but in front of Winged Mammoth. And I'm going to go ahead and say this. In my opinion, it is the best incendiary aircraft in Battle Nations. And that's a pretty big statement, you know, because we're going to have more. We have the Falcon's Nest to get into. Of course, we have the ZR Drimble, that very famous blimp. But honestly, as far as like actual damage and actual, usability goes, dude, it comes down to this guy. He is so unbelievably good. He has great incendiary attack damage. He has great HP, great armor. And bro, the Hellfire is just a goat all around. Those two that big red turret and the one he's hiding behind the other side of him, do not play around. That can deal some serious incendiary damage. So yeah, in my opinion, best incendiary plane in the game. Easy A tier. Could argue even higher. And continuing it right along, speaking, ironically enough, of incendiary, we have the Falcon's Nest. Both of them have F, so they're right next to each other. But this one might be hard to stomach, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. C tier. I'm so sorry, Falcon's Nest. There's an argument to maybe even put you in D tier, but I'm not going to put somebody in D tier at first. I just don't have the heart. But come on, man. Like, the thing that's the problem with the Falcon's Nest is bro has so much potential, but he just does not use any of it. Of course, just terrible HP pool, little to no armor. And when I say little to no armor, of course, just means straight up no armor. I wish there was some armor so I could say little to no armor, but there is no armor until maxed out. And then what do you know? There's 85. 85 at maxed out R6, which is just freaking fracking insane in my opinion. So yeah, way too weak, little to no damage again. All of the attacks are just underpowered, even though they are incendiary based. So yeah, in my opinion, definitely you can pass over if you don't really feel like it. If you're a completionist, of course, definitely go for it. But yeah, that's the answer for me. Easy C tier as well. Continuing right along, we have the Flying Dexter Fragment. And I think you guys already know. Come on, it's S tier. Are you kidding me? From aura to look, it's not even that. It's usability. This came out in Boss Strike 10 as tier 10 for Dr. Vogel's Boss Strike. And not only did it set a new standard and revitalize Boss Strikes because it gave us a lot of hope for the future, but it also just defined as the ancients. It painted a little bit more into their lore. It gave us a bit more of their story. I mean, Dr. Vogel, a mad Silver Wolf scientist, was able to add wings to one of them. A Dexter Fragment. How insane is that? They added wings to a Dexter Fragment. It is beautiful. So yeah, easy S tier because also he just has good HP, good armor, and he does insane damage. He of course has, the stab and laser like a regular Dexter Fragment would. Of course, he's just flying as well with better stats. And yeah, lovely all around, easy S tier for me. And continuing right along, we have the Specimen F. Ooh, I'm going to be honest, full stop, first place C tier. And that's hard because I'm saying it's better than the Falcon. Yes, I am. Because even though he's not a boss strike, even though you only can earn him through the Infected event, which was a boss strike, of course, during October, he was all right. You couldn't necessarily farm him, even though you could get multiple of them. He's the first everable trainable aircraft, if you will, quote unquote there, because even though you could theoretically get as many if you want of this guy, the problem is you can't determine it. You have to infect a human and then you get a random zombie, and it can be this guy, it could be a completely different zombie. So theoretically you can get as many as you want, but you have to burn through a lot of other units though. So that's just up to you. And yeah, again, this guy, pretty good, front of C tier for me. And continuing right along, we have the Hawker Hurricane. And I was just talking trash about him earlier. But despite that, back a B tier. Actually, you know what? He goes in front of Attack Drone. Because Attack Drone technically is better, I'll admit. But they normally have to come in pairs. So if it's a one-on-one, Yeah, give me the Hurricane. He's really good in anti-air combat. That's mainly his focus. But he has one single strafe attack, and as a kid, I remember just hating that because I was like, I'm only going up against ground. I never go up against air-to-air because I didn't have any friends. So I was just like only playing against the AI, and the AI almost never played air. Not as much as it played soldiers, at least. So I was just like never using him, except that one ground attack. So lovely memories, but still have to admit pretty good, especially if you actually are fighting people like your friends or other people in PvP when eventually that comes out. He will certainly have a use in anti-air fighting, at which point he might move up on the list. But right now he's low B tier. And continuing right along, we have your boy, the Pelican. Ooh, this is where I'm going to make some people mad. Because you could argue... I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Mid to high A tier. Yes, I'm saying the Pelican is that good. I just made a whole freaking fracking video on him. But in short, he is freaking goated, dude. He is so freaking fracking good. I love the Pelican. You can, of course, just train as many as you want of him. I do dislike the concept of, training aircraft and, aircraft losing their luster. Like I said, the vast majority of aircraft is earned primarily through ball strikes. Pretty much every other air unit we've covered on this list so far, besides that one Aero Pack Trooper. All of them are earned through ball strikes. This guy is a very rare example. You can just make him at your leisure. He's not even a premium unit like the Aero unit, Aero Trooper. You can just train as many as this guy as you want, as long as you have 10 gears per pop. I hope he is just remembered as that rare exception, and they keep him in the game. They keep him just as the rare exception. They don't expand upon it. But honestly, for what he is, I do love him. He's all right. Just keep it to him. No more trainable aircraft. But yeah, the Pelican's pretty tight. Continuing right along, we have the Signal Jammer, and honestly, front of A tier. There is a lot to be desired here. If its attack was a bit stronger, its offense was a bit better, I'd probably give it S tier. But just because its attack is a bit weak, its HP and armor is lovely. Of course, as you could imagine, it was, of course, a tier 10 unit. It looks beautiful. It was given out during, what's her face's? Evelyn Ace Heart's boss strike. This crazy girl. But yeah, do love the Signal Jammer. Pretty freaking cool, dude. And what else more is there to say other than wish he had a bit more offense for a tier 10? But even still, definitely something you want to try to get if you can. Easy A tier in my opinion. Oh yeah, and next we have an absolute classic. We have the Silver Wolf helicopter. What is there to say about this guy other than, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Back of A tier, not even B tier, dog. He is so good. He has good attack, he has anti-air, and good ground offense. He has pretty good armor, pretty good HP, but the biggest thing you're going to really use him for is pretty much just full-on air offenses, because they use this guy so many freaking times. I remember having multiple of this guy, and missing out on a few ball strikes. So, very plentiful, but still a very cool, iconic unit. Absolutely adore, bro. And continuing right along, we have the Spider Wasp, or the official name, Soap with Spider Wasp. And honestly, you finally met your match. I kind of want to put you below Falcon, but instead I'm going to put you in front place C. A bit weaker. Wish you had more, I wish you had a bigger HP pool, but also wish you just had better attacks. Nothing really to say other than, just a weaker overall aircraft. Nothing bad, but if you're a completionist, get it. If you miss out on it, you're not missing anything. Speaking of such, we have the Crop Duster, and this might upset a few people, but I'm actually going to go ahead and put the Crop Duster in front of the Spider Wasp. Simply because, yes, I do like the Crop Duster. I'll go ahead and admit it. But also just, he is a Silver Wolf. He fits more of the theme, and he has more offensive capability. He's able to take a hit a little bit better, and I just like Pro a little bit better, of course, being a Silver Wolf. But yeah, easy C tier, front of C tier for me. And continuing right along to the T16 Aero Bike. This guy is so unbelievably freaking strong. S tier. He has amazing HP and armor. He has beautiful attacks. And he is, as you could imagine, a tier 10 ball strike unit. And he earns it with amazing stats to cover for him. Beautiful unit, easy S tier for me. Speaking of just a unit like that, we have the anti-gravity tank, which, you guessed it, is pretty much just like him, except only difference is he's even freaking better, and you train him. He is for a Boss Strike, who is for Boss Strike 18. However, you trained him in the Vehicle Factory as a premium unit. He is unbelievably freaking good. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. He's only behind the Boars because not only is he an unbelievably strong unit, he's basically a mega tank in the air. Literally like that comparable. He's that good. But the reason he's going this high up, even in S tier itself, literally only being behind the Boars, is because you know what he drops on death? An Arrow Trooper. That's right. The one currently at the back of S tier itself, he drops that on death. So, again, just an unbelievable freaking unit. So freaking good. If they bring him back, either they're A, going to have to drastically nerf him, or B, this is going to be a very unbalanced game, which either one's going to be great for tier listing. So, perfectly fine either way, whatever Madrona decides to do. Continuing on with the list, however, we have the Thundercloud F10. And honestly, bro's pretty alright. I'm going to have to put him probably right behind the Skybus. In A tier, solid of the pack, pretty good HP pool, good attacks. Really not much to say here. He's normally placed at tier 7, sometimes was tier 3. And I think that's about alright for him. Maybe later in the game tier 3, earlier in the game tier 7. And I think he really fits that well. No really place to argue. I think he fits his role well. Easy A tier for me. And continuing right along, we have the Tri-Wing Terror. That is going to go, at least for me, at the front of C tier. C tier again, simply because bro is good, but simply it's not really that good. I mean, he's tier 3 aircraft material. Alright damage. Nothing you're gonna write home about though, honestly. And yeah, pretty much just standard stuff. Ooh, we had a few more left. We only have 6 left, but they're all pretty freaking exciting and they all have good stories behind them. First things first, we have the gunship official name, UDFL Gunship. I can't believe I'm doing that. I'm sorry. I'm placing them in front of the Boars. I can't believe I'm doing it. But yeah, Gunship earned its place. Again, official name, UD4L Gunship. It is unbelievably powerful. Huge HP, huge armor, and Ord 2 match. And all of this would already make it like S tier high up, but then it backs up with amazing offense, beautiful attacks, 3 amazing hitters, and what else is there to say? High explosive damage, high defense, high HP, high armor. Bro is amazing. Of course, he is a tier 10 unit, and he needs to stay a tier 10 unit. I want only the best of the best people to have him, because only the best of the best deserve him. And I will fight tooth and nail to get one of my own. Easy S tier, unbelievably amazing unit. Continuing right along, we have the Sky Raptor, and ooh, this might be controversial, but only behind the Pelican. You know what? I can't even do that. I'm sorry. I love Pelican too, but you gotta go in front of Pelican. Hear me out. This guy is freaking amazing. You might say, wait a second, didn't you put the helicopters, the Scorp and the Cobra, all the way in B tier? I promise you, this is no regular helicopter. This is an attack helicopter. This thing has machine guns and explosives to it, along with nerve gas. It is insane. Basically, think a flying field agent. It is beautiful with armor and a huge HP pool to back. It is not again, I want to make this huge, clear distinction. It is not a helicopter. It is an attack helicopter, a fast-moving attack helicopter. Beautiful piece. Easy A tier for me. And continuing right along, we have an absolute classic. We have the good old Maverick. Official name, V14 Maverick. How else could I gotta put her at S tier. Are you kidding me? S tier easily. Was very first tier 10 in Lieutenant Duran's Boss Strike. And she holds up to it. She the best in the world? Of course not. But she's a beautiful aircraft, lovely story behind her, and I do adore her. Continuing right along, we got the Kitty Hawk, and I'm going to put her, again, you guessed it, S tier. Amazing story, amazing aircraft, lovely all around, And all I can really say to the Kitty Hawk is you do look a little bit too much like the Maverick to me. And honestly, I like the Mavericks look a little bit better than you. But I understand what you were doing. Your description's a little bit funny too, because it even mentions air-to-air combat, yet this thing doesn't have a single air-to-air attack. It's all ground, which is pretty funny. But is what it is. Still a classic look. Still S tier. And finally down to the last two. Also, ironically enough, the last two in the wiki, because they both start with Z. And I'll just go ahead and read both their official names out when introducing them. First, we have that little blimp right there, and we'll go ahead and do him first. The ZRS6 Dilgable. And all I can say is, buddy, I love you. If this was off look and aura and icon, you'd be S tier. You might even be front of the list because you might be the most recognizable aircraft in Battle Nations. But we're going off power, and I'm going to place you front of B. Even in front of the Cobras, which might upset a few people, but you have two solid attacks, both of them incendiary. One just covers the entire battlefield. The other is a targeted attack. Both are pretty good. And again, both are incendiary. Are you the best unit in the world? Of course not. But I love you. Speaking of love, we have the last aircraft in this tier list. And for anybody who's followed this channel, you know how I feel about this thing. We have the Z2-18 bomber, also known as the best aircraft in all of Battle Nations. And I'm going to make sure that's represented here by putting her in S tier. Now you might say, but Emperor, the Z2 bomber doesn't have the stats that the other S tiers have. And to that I say, do you really need stuff as useless and fickle as stats and offense when you look like this? I don't think so. And yeah, guys, that will do it for today's video. Just wanted to go ahead and cover all of the aircraft in my opinion. Honestly, this came out looking pretty good. I can't believe we never ended up using D tier. Even the prototype Hunter and the Falcon, I couldn't put a D tier because, bro, they're just that good, legitimately. Even though, in my opinion, they're the worst aircraft, still couldn't do it to them. But yeah, guys, this is going to be the final tier list. Just wanted to make this video. Thought it'd be fun. If you guys like it, please let me know. I can certainly do more tier lists about current units, about past units, about all units, about anything you guys like. Let me know. I can certainly do it. If you guys enjoyed today's video, guys, if you made it all the way to this, I appreciate you. Thank you very much for watching the video all the way through. If you enjoyed it, again, please consider dropping a like down below and subscribing to the channel if you are new. Commenting again any suggestions, any tier list, any other ideas, anything Battle Nations related is welcome in the comments below. Of course, if you need a guild, please again consider checking out the description below for the Empire. We have competitive and casual options, so no matter if you're a diehard Battle Nations fan who wants to make sure you get every single one of these aircraft, or you're just a casual fan looking to have some fun, we have options for you. So we would love to have you if you don't have a guild. If you already have a guild, you're still more welcome to just go over there as a visitor and chill out. But if you don't have a guild, we would love to recruit you. And yeah, that will do it for us today, guys. Guys, thank you so much for watching. And as always, have a great rest of your day.